We're gonna get demonetized now because I've sworn so many times.
Well, that's okay.
Crouch, bind, set.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Adam.
This is episode Who Knows What, but it's the recap 2025.
Well, I think it's just season. Let's just do season 3.
Season 3, we'll
so
call it
start
that.
season 3.
It's a great way to start the episode, though.
Um,
Long time no see.
yeah. You want to start with since last time? I think this is.
Yeah, well, since last time, I also want to give an explainer. Life's been really busy. Work stuff's been happening, so I've not been able to do some episodes. Was not able to do anything this fall, but hopefully we're going to be back in 2025 and be consistent again. So something to look forward to.
New year,
Anyways.
new you.
Exactly right. Less busy.
Let's get the boring stuff out of the way first. We have not boring stuff, but the AGM, which I don't know when I'll post this. It's either going to be tomorrow or today, based on if I post this Saturday or Sunday. But it's 3 o'clock,
3 to 4 o'clock.
3 o'clock, Woodlands Tavern in the background, in the back room. Will AGM, so like update from officers and stuff, plan for the season, all that good stuff.
Some great updates.
We'll also have all the merch and stuff there that people have been buying or want to buy, so you can grab your stuff.
Pick up your jerseys if you bought them.
The jerseys, the ties if you want to tie for the banquet, which leads me to the next thing. Banquet, which is on the 1st of February.
Yep.
At Germania. Tickets are $35 a person or 2 for $75. No discount. I can't remember.
2 for $70.
Oh yeah, I added up.
No, that's okay though.
If you, what was I saying? Oh, you get food. I can't remember how many drinks you get or if you get drinks and stuff, but the food will be good.
What kind of food is it? You can not tell us.
I don't remember.
I
just can't remember. I do the media stuff. I don't know. The food options were good, but I can't remember what it was. It'll be fun. We've got lots of awards, which is the next thing. So at the banquet, there will be awards. You can
4 MVP for D3, MVP for D4, D3 forward of the year, D3 back of the year, D3 or D4 forward of the year, and D4 back of the year, as well as Club Man of the year. I believe it's all the categories.
Yes,
I want to say that's all of them.
Yeah.
If I said them all right, probably didn't.
I will also put them here.
We have 6 people in each category, with the exception of Club Man being a write-in vote. And I think some of the options do have a write-in for another candidate in case you decide to put them on there. But
cool.
Winners get mugs or something. I don't know. Who knows? Trophies.
Yeah, I'm in charge of that as well. I haven't done that yet
either. Figure that out.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. Awards last year was good fun. It's a little bit closer to downtown this year, so it should be more fun if we want to go out afterwards and stuff. But we do have the full run of the place till I think like 10 or 11 o'clock.
That's pretty nice.
The bar is ours. We can do what we want, kind of thing. Yeah, so thank you to Dave Hintersheed for us organising that.
Thank you.
And everyone else who had a go at it. Cool, season in review.
Probably could have started with this, but I know it's a ways away now, and I've thought a lot about it because I'm a rugby nerd, and that's what I've mulled over, honestly, for the past two months now. I don't know if you put much thought into it. I took my break away from all the rugby people. I was like, I need a break.
I definitely know what I think we were good at, and I definitely know where I think we could improve.
Where do you see those things are?
So I think what we were good at was we played really when we played well. We played really well. We put up a really good fight against Michiana until the very end. We put up a very good fight against the tradesmen all the way through. Well, all the way through we were good.
The last 20 minutes.
We just couldn't like, I guess, convert it into a win. Shout
out to Kyle.
Kyle Dans will tag you. Ugly Ruggers, go check them out. They made these.
Perfect.
But we beat Fort Wayne pretty convincingly.
Easily.
We beat Detroit pretty convincingly. Who else? Toledo, we absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that those 5 games? So I think
the Celts.
The Celts was a warm-up game.
Preseason game,
but people scored hat tricks that day.
You did. I did that.
Adam, you're a piece of shit.
That's funny.
But when we played well, we played well. When typical Castaways thing, when things were not going our way, people were bitching at each other. People were arguing. People lose their temper. We didn't get as many yellow cards and stuff as we have done, which is a positive. But we need to find our feet in terms of just rugby. Rugby is a thing where it doesn't always go right all of the time.
Yeah.
And even when it's not going right, something can just a knock on or they throw a wide ball and someone gets an intercept. Something can change immediately. So all it is about keeping your head and just being like, what do you do in the next 2 phases of rugby? How do I get back onside?
Right.
What do I need to do just next? And that's the difference in a game sometimes. I mean, I think we played well.
To that effect, I feel like the mentality definitely improved a lot across the season. I think that it really did hurt, obviously, to lose our first 2 games of the season. That was obviously not ideal and not great for team morale. But on the other hand, if you're part of the team, you just got to keep showing up and got to keep that mentality going. So that's kind of a tough thing for me to sympathize with all the time when people bring that argument up to me. But anyways, I thought that the mentality was actually really a lot better this year. One moment in particular stuck out with me for the season where I saw that shift sort of happen. I don't know if you guys heard it, but it was among the pack. We were packing down. I don't know. It was like a touch rugby game or something we were doing. And Brendan said some comment under his breath, and Isaiah's like went off and was like, "Don't talk that way. We're a team. You cannot talk that way." And went off, and I was kind of like, "Okay, like let's go." And so when we played against Toledo and then Fort Wayne, I feel like we really built that momentum up. And there was one my favorite moment of the Castaways this past season was, I don't know if you remember, if you started the Fort Wayne game. We played pretty much 30 minutes of nonstop phase rugby in their half, within their 22. We scored like 8 tries. Obviously, we should have scored more, but like we scored a ton in that span of time. So that was a lot improved. I think the things that we need to improve upon now are just like the little things, like why is this person not running straight into contact? Like, why are you cutting a weird angle? Things like that. There's little pieces that we can get in better order, and then the more that we get used to the new system, we'll also be a lot better for it, hopefully. So
yeah, I think we are. I mean, it's good fun to talk about rugby again. We did well.
What do you think of the system in review? If you look back at it now, it's 1-3-2-2, and how much we actually ran it.
At the end, when it started clicking at the end of the season, and we had when Kurt played 10, me and Larry were in the center, and Ollie at fullback. Like Ollie's going to tackle everything that comes his way. He's always going to be there, so we don't need to worry about anything going over us or really going through us. Not that it went through like me and Larry. And then, so the system's there, and it's just having that little bit of trust in the backs and stuff, and then we missed Blaze this year.
The Blaze Fan Club.
Yeah, we did miss Blaze a lot.
I give him a lot of shit, and I'm going to give him a lot of shit now because he's a shit. But like, we missed him. However, that try in Detroit, Brendan saw the interception at the lineout, took it, and just any other game, any other season, I'd have think Brendan would have got that, and then he'd have looked around, no one would have been there. But Sam just was like, I'm there, hands up, got it, and he was away. Like, Sam's quick.
The lines are,
but we never got close to him, and they didn't get close to him. So like, if he'd have got caught, I think we'd have got turned over. But like, he was, and the support play was there. So like, by the end of the season, as things like clicking, it's just now we need to keep that momentum into next year.
Right.
And like, played touch between Christmas and New Year. We had 20 guys turn up and play touch.
A lot more than last year.
Freezing cold, and we had a couple of injuries, like because as in people weren't warm, people hadn't played in a while, and the ground was like, when it's like so
crunchy.
sticky.
Sticky
So that your studs just get full up, and then they just turn into ice skates.
Mud? Oh yeah. No.
So like every 20 seconds, everyone's trying to find a stick and get all the mud. Anyway, but it was good fun.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Blaze did turn up for that one.
The Blaze Fan Club.
Shout out Blaze Fan Club.
The Blaze Fan Club.
But what's good now is like people like Isaiah's turning up. CL, hopefully, if he can stay fit, Mr. Glass can like put in a shift. Isaiah is great. Some other players changing positions. Kurt going from, I think he said he used to play on the wing, and then he moved in the centre with me, and then he moved to 10. Ollie being at fullback. Larry coming into the centre with me. I think that is great. Sam really was good. Owning it at 8. I
think that we had Andrew, who came from the Marysville side, who really stood up and like got through a lot of tackles, which was really great this year, and something that the Castaways traditionally have been very strong with tackling, and last year we're not so strong with, and it bounced back definitely this year a lot as well. But to the point of the system, I thought that it went really well. I think that obviously it clicked towards the end, but even then, I don't think we exactly ran the system the way it was intended, obviously. But that being said, it was a lot more organic, and I feel like our IQs across the board increased. We didn't always follow the system, but people were more able to play the style of rugby that you like, which is more heads up, seeing space in front of them and making a decision.
What I think
And
is
that
that
helped.
so the Jacks and Queens that we used to play, it's fairly simple, but it's very confined.
Very binary.
Whereas, really, the new system, probably shouldn't explain it too much in case some of our opposition's listening, but our new system is a little bit more open. It gives more freedom to who's getting the ball. It doesn't really matter what number is on the back of your shirt.
Right.
It doesn't even really matter if you're a forward or a back. All that matters is that a certain number of people get to that first phase, second phase, and then based on whatever the call is, we know where it's going, and it just becomes a game of fitness, because it just becomes a game of, I took a hit, I know where I need to be next time, work to get there, and that's it. And then holes appear, and acting on it. And I think that's where we need to get better, is just like, when a little gap appears, taking it and having the support. Because like there's loads of us on the team that will hit a gap and go. The problem is sometimes everyone goes, oh shit, he's through. Oh shit, I need to go. We're gonna get demonetized now because I'm sworn sometimes.
Well, that's okay.
But you know what I mean, like support play. So I think like that's one thing that I would like to work on personally. I'm as guilty as anyone. Ben Pro will put his hand up and say, like, when it gets to that 75th minute and there's a ruck, I'll just go and put my hand on it and just lean on it, because because you're tired and stuff.
They are,
but like, it's just a fitness game at the end of the day, I think. And Master Blaster, you know, if you're more fit, you have more fun. Like rugby games are way more fun when you're more.
Love this video, by the way.
Yeah.
I feel like the other thing I want to take away from this season, the last thing I'll end on, is one thing I'd like to see moving into this year is I really want us to push for a playoff run again. Obviously, we tried last year, but I feel like we've gotten more purposeful with how we do it this year. So whoever the new coach is, I've already got ideas. I'm ready to go and help out and everything as much as I can. But I think that we need to work on getting the best 15 guys onto the field. We're not so professional that someone can't unlearn a position and learn a new position if it means that, like,
you mean
they fit better.
Don't sub me out in the 60th minute.
Right, and talk through more so the game plan, strategy, things of the decisions we're making on the field. Like, for example, if we have Blaze come back, which I hope we do, he's going to go into the back row if Shmi comes back. I'd love to have a Shmi, Sam, and Blaze back row. I'd love to have a bigger front row. What do? We can move people around the field to get our best 15 on the field. Again, no one's too good that we can't change a position, in my opinion. So hopefully that's something we can work on for the fall as well. I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking to other folks, like Larry getting some time more at center.
Larry was great in the center. Like he likes. Well, I won't talk for him, but I think he likes being a center, because I think he gets the ball more often.
Exactly.
And he likes it. And then it doesn't mean we're working out how to get him and Doug and another winger on the field at the same time, because he can be center.
Exactly right.
And I think it's a very good problem to have, is when we've got too many players to fill positions. But yeah, cool.
What's next?
Hang on, I can't remember what I wrote. I've lost the bit. Oh, do you want to do Six Nations predictions, or do you want to play a game?
Let's do the game first, and then Six Nations predictions.
So the game. I was going to do. So I was going to do. We were just going to go through pick our Lions forwards and backs, but it's so far in the future. But as a build up to the Lions, I went on to rock.co.uk, on their website, and they have actually got some really cool quizzes. So I went through one and I tried to name every England captain from in the professional era, so from like 1999 through to now.
You're going to get some one-offs that played one game at captain.
Yeah, and also you had to type in the answers. So like I was spelling Johnny Wilkinson wrong because I put an H in it and it doesn't have it. And like, you know, I was spelling names wrong and stuff.
That's true. Doesn't put that
Mike Catt, do you know him?
The centre, right?
He was a centre, South African. But he was in there, but I forgot it has two T's. Like, you know, things like that. Anyway.
K-T-T or T? Or
C-A-T-T.
Yeah,
so, but anyway, I managed to get all of them, but you only have 5 minutes to do it. But so I was going to play it live, but I thought it was better. So I screenshotted it. So this is a different quiz. This is, can you name every Lions captain?
Definitely cannot.
Well, but some of them, I'll give you hints along the way.
Okay.
But like some of them may have only captained one of the like warm-up games in a tour. Some of them were like the tour captain. Some of them have done it more than once.
Okay.
Right. So there it is. Hang on. I've got to track it on my side too. So
Give the answers on yours.
I've got the answers, so you just tell me where you want to start.
I guess I'll have to work my way from the top down.
Okay.
For 2021, from Wales against South Africa, I'm going to go with Alan Wynne-Jones.
Correct.
My guess.
That was easy.
For 2017 and 2013, Wales versus New Zealand and Australia.
Well, no, he is Welsh, as in, so it's a Lions
Yes,
thing, right?
yes,
So he is
yes,
Welsh.
yes, sorry, yes. Another Welsh player playing for the Lions. I'm either going to go with Sam Warburton or Alan Wynne-Jones again.
Sam Warburton.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. 2017, Ireland against New Zealand. I'm trying to think who would have been like Johnny Sexton, but I don't know if he would have played for the Lions. Did he play for the Lions?
He was a Lion at that point, but he wasn't the captain.
It wasn't Connor Murray. What was the name of their hooker?
Nope.
Wasn't whatever Best? Rory Best? No, not Peter O'Mahony. Is it Peter O'Mahony?
Peter O'Mahony.
Really?
Yep.
We're
We're going to give you a half point for that one because you said it wasn't, but it is.
2013, a Welsh player against Australia. I have no idea. Welsh player. See, the 2013 one, I would have said like Bod or something, but I don't know for Welsh player.
He was way earlier.
Not George North.
Remember I said some of these have done it more than once.
Oh, Alan Wynne-Jones then again?
Alan
Okay,
Jones,
that helps a
yeah.
lot. For Wales, from Ireland against South Africa in 2009, that would have been Ronan O'Gara?
I don't think he ever... Yeah, well, he didn't... I know he didn't captain anyone.
Rory Best?
Nope. Forward.
Keith Wood? No.
Nope.
He isn't playing anymore.
Ginge.
A ginger forward for Ireland? Oh, Paul O'Connell?
Yeah, shares a last name with our worst player.
Okay, what's next? 2005, a Welshman against New Zealand.
So I think this was only in one game. I think this was in the last game of that tour because the captain from that tour was injured and didn't play in that game. He was coming towards the end of his career. He is the greatest rugby player of all time. No, it's not me.
Gareth Edwards, but it wouldn't be him. Sean Williams? What's that?
No, I mean the captain is the greatest player of all time.
Oh, no, or Martin Johnson, whatever. Bod.
Broad. So he's the tour captain. He was the captain, so he's this one.
But who would be Welsh that would have captained during that time? Can you tell me, like, forward or back?
He's a back. He used to play fullback.
It's not Lee Halfpenny.
Too
There's
early.
no way.
Too early.
Too late, I think.
No, early. 2005. He didn't go on the 2005 tour.
Not Liam Williams. Also,
Leon Williams probably
I'm
was
not
playing.
sure. I
I don't
have
know
no
if he
idea.
went on the tour. Gareth Thomas.
would not have guessed that one.
Cool. So I told you Brian O'Driscoll for 2005 because he was the captain of the Lions in 2005. So the other Welshman who look, if you look, it's against Argentina, so it was the warm-up game before they went on tour. And again, tour captain did not play. So Brian O'Driscoll didn't play in this
But it's
game.
another Welshman?
It's a Welshman.
And it's not a repeat? Or is it a repeat?
It's not a repeat.
So it's not.
This will be this one to me was this was the only one I didn't get when I did the quiz. Because I couldn't even tell you who this guy is. Like, I don't remember him.
I have no idea.
His name's Michael Owen.
Never would have guessed that. I don't know who that is at all.
Cool. Last one. 1997 and 2001 tour captain. English tour captain in Australia and South Africa.
Was it Lawrence Delalio or Martin Johnson?
Martin Johnson.
Okay, out of my guesses. Delalio was never captain, was he?
Not of the Lions.
Oh,
He
the
took over
Lions.
the England captaincy
Okay.
after the thing. That was good. You got 2 wrong, and I'll give you a half point on Peter O'Mahony because you said it wasn't him, but it was. That wasn't bad. That was quite good.
Better than I thought I was going to get some of the older names.
Yeah.
To look up who Michael Owen is.
Michael Owen, I think, I didn't even look it up. I should have looked it up. But I think he was, I'm going to say I think he was a prop.
There's no way that a prop do the Lions.
Try
There's
it.
no way.
Are you sure?
I don't think it's possible.
Let me look.
Props are so underappreciated by World Rugby. There's absolutely no way.
Hang on. Done. What was his name? Michael Owen.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to come up with the soccer player.
Like we all know, Oxenshea should have been Player of the Year, and he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
World Rugby does not
Michael
appreciate
Owen
props.
Rugby. Michael Owen Rugby.
I'm gonna guess a locker or flanker.
Ah, number 8. Oh, but he was versatile enough to play flanker or even lock. His ball handling was his greatest asset.
What does he look like?
This guy. Could not tell you.
Got an interesting scrum cap on. Like a weird. I've never seen that guy in my life.
Neither I. Couldn't tell. Like, was
I've never
just
seen him in my life.
if someone said to me there was another one of the quizzes, I would encourage you to go onto ruck.co.uk and look at the quizzes.
Get
They're
that
really
right
fun.
in
They are very good. And it's interesting because if you hit hint, it'll give you like the first letter of the name and then the next sentence. But they're tough. Like some of their quizzes and things. Like the England captains one, I got them all eventually. That one I never got Michael Owen. And then there was like name every member. I was going to give you this one, but name every member of the New Zealand squad who played. Not I don't think it was squad, but it was maybe the starting 15 from the 2000 whatever World Cup.
I could maybe
2015.
get that. I could maybe get that.
I thought that was a good one, but I was like, I don't know. We talk about New Zealand a bit too much.
Well, let's go to the complete other hemisphere and talk about Six Nations then.
Back to the
Back to the
back to the hemisphere. Okay. Six Nations. Well, first game is going to be the deciding game. That's all I'm saying.
England versus Ireland, you're saying?
That's going to be the deciding game of the thing. Whoever wins that game, is it Twickenham?
It's at Twickenham. No, it's at the Aviva.
Oh no, yeah, because I went last year and it was at Twickenham. So
and then England has the worst schedule possible because their next game is France at home.
At Twickenham or
at Twickenham?
Oh, okay. Twickenham. Well, no, because I'd rather play France at home than away. But
I don't think that Ireland is as good as they once were. I feel like they're starting to get figured out. I don't know what changed and how that happened, but it's definitely happening. So that's my hot take on Ireland. That being said, I still think they're a league above the other teams that play. So I think that they'll end up beating England, but it won't be like a very fun game to watch. I have a feeling it's going to be like a brutal forwards game, and it's going to stop.
Yeah, I don't think Ireland have got.
Because they're going to play conservatively.
Ireland haven't got some decent players still. Jameson Gibson Park changes the game if he's on from the beginning or comes on. I don't think Ireland have a fly half that is as quality as Johnny Sexton was.
Right.
I also don't think, I was watching some highlights from previous years the other day, and it was just like when Jacob Stockdale scored a hat trick against England at the end of the World Cup, the end of the Six Nations to win the Grand Slam or something, and it was just like they haven't got that anymore. Bundy Aki is an incredible ball carrier, but he's either hit or miss. Like sometimes he'll be the best player on the field, and then he'll possibly just be not even on there.
They don't have someone to build the team around. I feel like in years past it would have been Sexton. They built the whole team around him, and now they have no one to fill that role.
Well, I think
shot themselves in the foot that
way.
way.
And I think the other problem is that. So did you see that Matt Hampson he's banned? He got a 6-week ban
for talking bad about referees, right?
Yes. So he let his emotions get to him. Okay, but he had a 6-week ban, 3 weeks of which were taken off because he went on a refereeing course or something. So he's unavailable for all of Connacht's last games in the URC, building up to the Six Nations, but he is available for the England game. And I'm like, okay, but again, he can be the same as Bundy Aki. He can be absolutely amazing. Same as James Lowe. Can be incredible or can be average. And I think on the other hand, I saw that Faye Waboso is injured, so won't play, and that's a big loss for England. The guy who changed the game, who won it for England in the last Six Nations, Ben Earl, is probably going to be the deciding factor against the back row of Ireland. And I think who Borthwick chooses for his 9-10 combination, because there's a lot of people who've been saying that they want Finn Smith from Northampton to go play 10 and Marcus Smith to play fullback. And I'm like, I like Marcus Smith at fullback. He's quick. He changes the game. However, I think he's better at 10, and I don't think Finn Smith is good enough. But it'd be interesting to see who he picks at scrum half, because I feel like England have a lot.
It's going to be Alex Mitchell.
Maybe.
He's so much better than all the other ones put together.
Well, I honestly don't think he is. Randall is great. The other guy
can't kick. Very important for what you have to do on the international stage.
But
Jack Van Portfleet
hasn't been.
He's too slow. I think Alex Mitchell's the best of the crop by far, and I think there's such a noticeable difference in talent level after he comes off the field.
Yeah,
it's so much slower. It'll probably be him starting with Ben Spencer off the bench. The Bath number 9 would be my guess.
Bath captain.
I'm going to guess you'll see Marcus Smith starting probably with Henry Slade, even though he's been playing 10 for Exeter.
Yeah, well, that only because of through necessity, because he is their defensive. The defense is built around him for Exeter, and they didn't have someone who could play 10, and so they just moved him in. And he's got good hands and he's got a good left boot. But he hasn't been doing. Have you been watching the Premiership?
No.
He hasn't been doing great. I mean, Exeter have been terrible, but he hasn't been doing great because he's used to standing in the 13 channel, having all the space and time, whereas he's getting the ball and he's having to react really quick. And like, he still has that little bit of magic every now and again, like the little kicks over and stuff. But he's so confined into things. I don't think moving from 13 to, I think moving the only positions moving into a 10 is 10 and 15 for me, but I do think they're completely different. And as the game gets newer, I think it's less and less because more about high ball and like Freddie Stewart being six
I'd rather
19
have
or something. But like,
what's his name? I'd rather have the other fullback. I'd rather have George Furbank starting than Freddie Stewart though. But
Furbank's not as good under the high ball, but he adds something in attack. Whereas Freddie Stewart, I mean, if you've been watching Leicester, he's trying to build that into his game. He scored some tries this season, or set up some tries this season, because he's trying to add in more of a running game rather than just to catch it, kick it back kind of thing. He's been good, but I agree that Furbank adds a little bit more in attack. And if you're not going to have someone like Johnny Sexton who can pin, like who's going to kick, then you need to play smart open rugby. I think Scotland will be average. I think Wales will be average. I think Italy will be terrible and not beat anyone. And I think France will be if France manage a win in Twickenham, that could be a deciding game.
So I think that Wales will still be the worst team because they decided to keep Gatland and literally change nothing.
Italy will be the worst team.
No, Italy will be better than them.
Italy will
beat them 2 years in a row. Italy will beat them again.
Italy haven't beaten Wales 2 years in a row.
Yes, they have 2 years in a row. Italy will beat Wales again. I don't think that they'll do better than that, but I think they'll beat Wales and be not the wooden spoon. I think third place you'll see probably one of Scotland or England. I don't think that England will be better than Scotland, which is a hot take, but I think that because England has more of a bone to pick than Scotland does. Scotland's has been the same team for 4 years and have not improved literally anything. So I don't foresee them winning, being much better. Ireland, if they're off by even 5%, they're still better for the most part than the rest. Really, it's going to be if France can be consistent or not, which they're not going to be. I don't think Olivon got injured, which is huge for their back row. He can jump, and he's just amazing in general. I don't know if DuPont's fully back yet. I know that he was sick for a while. Intimac got hurt again, so I don't know if he's going to be back in time. He might be playing again now. I don't know.
Ramos has
been playing 10 for Toulouse a lot.
How do you spell Intimac?
N-T,
it's just NT, isn't it?
A-M-A-C-K.
Roman Intimac.
I don't know if he's back from injury or not, but Ireland, I think, can be really good, and I also don't know is Zini Farrell stepping down ahead of the Six Nations?
Yes, he's not going to coach Six Nations.
Not that it really matters. I think that he'll probably have given them a playbook and everything to go off of.
He's not officially the coach. He'll still be sat in the stand at
telling everyone what to do.
Well, because he's going to pick a load of Ireland players for the Lions. So he's brilliant to be there, and I don't think that matters that much. So you think it's going to? So the last year finished Ireland. Ireland only lost to England. I can't remember who France lost to, but France was second, England was third, then Scotland, then Italy, then Wales. You think it's going to be the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And I could even see France number 1, England number 2, with Ireland third.
Oh, I mean the thing is, those are the three teams.
For me, England, it's going to come down to selections. Ireland will come down to can they actually just play straight, and can France just be France or not? I don't know.
I think we're at 32 minutes now. This is the long one. Cool. So predictions is, who are you going with number 1?
I'm going to go with France. I'm going to go with Ireland, England, Scotland, Italy, Wales is my guess. I think France is going to win it this year.
I'm going to go. I don't see Ireland winning it. I don't think if France go in.
I don't think England.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go. No Grand Slam, because I think England have got Ireland first in Dublin, and that's tough. But they've got France at home, which is the next hardest game. I don't know. I don't think they will. So I think England 1, and then the difficult bit is France or Ireland. I think Ireland will probably lose. They're playing in Paris. Do you know if they're playing in Paris or in?
I don't know. No.
I think England 1, Ireland 2, France 3. Who cares about the rest?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Cool.
I'll have to wait and see then, I guess.
Hey, guess what?
Hmm.
We still haven't worked out an outro for this.
No, we haven't yet.
Come play rugby with us. We're not starting.
We're like 50-ish days out right now.
Yeah. Come play rugby with us. Rhodes Park, 6 o'clock, Tuesdays and Thursdays, games on Saturdays. We've
Starting
got a
in
good
March.
spring schedule, which I will put here.
He's going to finally make the graphic.
Shut up. Spring is nearly upon us. We'll play some games, and there's also some shows. So there's also some social stuff coming up. We've got, if you haven't signed up already, unfortunately the roster is closed, but we've got the Monday night games of soccer at Resolute. Ben Pro's got the team together for that. Us with the Squirrels. We've got, what other social thing have we got?
The banquet's coming along.
Banquet's coming up.
The Blue Jackets game and the Blue Jackets 5K is
sorry,
coming along.
yeah. So we've also got the Blue Jackets 5K run on the 9th of February-ish, something like that, which is good. You run 5K, you get two, well, even if you sign up and you don't end up running it, you still get 2 tickets to a Blue Jackets game and a race t-shirt and stuff like that. Master Boss told me he's doing sub 21 minutes.
Nothing.
No, I told him he was doing sub 21 minutes, and then he said 41 minutes, and I said, oh, you're running it twice. Then Texas and Larry are also trying to organise another Blue Jackets game where it's like the Hawaiian shirt night.
Okay.
So if you buy a ticket, more of this will come out. But if you buy a ticket, you would get a free Hawaiian shirt, and then we'll all go together and that kind of thing. So lots of stuff to do with the hockey, which is fun. We are also going to the Clippers game, maybe for opening day on a Tuesday night. Because somebody has to do his forfeit.
I have 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, and 9 innings to sit through, so that'll be fun.
Yeah,
alcoholic and training.
And just as a promise, if we do go on a Tuesday and it's Diamond Dog, I'll buy the hot dogs for you.
Thank you. I ain't spending money
90
like that.
90 cents. But 9 beers is going to be rough.
That'll be bad.
Thank you to our new sponsor, Surfside Vodka Seltzers.
Stateside Vodka.
Thank you. Stateside Vodka, Surfside Seltzers. Thanks to Woodlands Tavern for hosting us and all the stuff they do for us. If you would like to sponsor us, this thing, or the Castaways, let us know. I think that's everything.
See you in the next episode.
Yeah, that'll probably be in 2026 or something. Bye.
Probably. Bye.